with the Car Chronicles. Okay, so I was thinking about something and I decided to make it into a motivational video. I was washing my dishes after, and that's how we do things in our house. We wash right away as soon as we're done eating, and maybe for a second, we might, when we come home in the middle of the day, this is how me and my husband do it. In the middle of the day, we come home and we take all of our food containers that are in our bag from the early morning and we throw them in the sink. So that's Christian will do that, and then he'll go upstairs and then he'll come back down and he'll wash his dishes. When at night and in the morning, like just now, I ended up having time to eat breakfast and I washed both my bowls and that's it. So I started thinking in the back of my mind, how can I use this as motivation? Because I'm always trying to do that. So a lot of people, and this literally pertains to health and fitness goals. So when I teach people about getting set for success for the week, so getting their food prep for the entire week, and I've had people say this to me many of times, that you're going to do that forever? Yes. And that doesn't bring me stress. That actually brings me relief. That even at 80 something years old, I'm still going to prep all my food for myself because it's going to eliminate stress of wondering what I'm going to eat throughout the day and wasting money. And I've talked about this before. Let's just say if I wasn't a business owner and I went to a regular 9-to-5 job and I had an hour lunch break, I'm wasting time going somewhere to buy something, wasting money on giving somebody a tip if I went to a restaurant. And I'm not saying to not be able to go out, but that should be once, twice a week if you guys go out on the weekend. Place special orders. But ultimately, you control, and then again, you could place special orders and let them know what you want. But ultimately, it's about saving money, saving time, and then eliminating stress. I like to teach people about time management and eliminating stress. So anxiety, all that other stuff. And food and everything is it. So I always tell people, food is medicine, but also food is pain, food is disease. So it's all in the way that you treat it, and it's all in the way that you treat your body. 95, I know I say the 90-10 rule, but I really say 95% of the time, everything should be good. So getting back to the thought process behind the whole dishes and things. So we don't think about, we have a tendency, especially new first time you're starting a fitness goal or whatever, and you have this tendency of thinking, oh my God, it's so tedious to have to cook my food all week, one day a week for the whole entire week. It's so tedious to have to do this, and just the negative spin. So we can think about that in reference to it's so tedious and such a pain to have to wash dishes. But at the end of the day, it makes for a clean home. Every single day you have to, and I've talked about this before, every single day you get up and you do makeup. But you have this immediate instant gratification of looking decent. So that's what makes it not a motivator of complaints. So oh my God, every day I gotta spend 30 extra minutes, and it literally takes me about 4 minutes. But whatever, let's just say if you are somebody that takes time to do your makeup, and maybe you do style your hair every single morning, you blow it, you curl it, whatever it is, which I do now. I blow dry and then straighten, and I don't wash it every single day, so I do use, today I did my bedhead dry shampoo. Out of all the ones I've ever used, this is the best one. And then I straightened it a little bit, and then I sprayed some hairspray. So the point is that it might take you 30 minutes to do your hair. It might take you a combination of 30, 45 minutes to get ready in the morning. But the instant gratification of being ready and feeling pretty when you leave, and not having your hair in a bun, looking like a slob, eye crusts or whatever, bad breath in the morning. Nobody complains about that. Maybe you do, but most people don't complain about that. But 1 hour a week to prep your food so that everything is set for success. So all you have to do when you are working and running around and running errands is just take your stuff out of your bag. I got my water bottle here, and I have everything in here that I need for the first few hours of the day. Now, I know I'm going to be home because I know I'm going to be home by 1 o'clock. I have enough food to get me to 2:30 technically. So like if I needed that meal, I have it with me. But I have to come home to pick up Koa, because then picking him up and straight taking him to Kuman. So, but when I get home, I'll empty this out, wash all of these, and then I'll grab the food that's already in the refrigerator set up for today. So every day I have Ziploc bags in the bottom drawer, and then all my vegetables and everything prepared. And then every day I look at what the next day is. So today is my leg day. So I got everything set up yesterday afternoon for today. And then, I mean, almost all the time, the later part of the meals, it's only the beginning ones that are a little different per the body part day. But I have all my food already. So literally once I walk in, it's going to take me more time to clean the few Tupperwares that are in here than it is for me to grab what I have already set up on the shelf and put it in a smaller bag and then leave. And basically I'll have everything, including my little pills that I take at night, because I go back to the studio today. So I'll have, when I leave the house at 2:45 to go take Koa to Kuman, I'll have one of my meals that I'm going to have with him. I'll have my meal that I'm going to have before I go to the studio, just in case if I'm running late. Like sometimes Koa doesn't do Kuman from like this time to this time. It's whenever he finishes his work. So I could be sitting there until 4:30. I could be sitting there until 4:45. And then if I am, I just drop him off at home. My husband takes him to Muay Thai or whatever it is. My husband picks up the baby on Thursday, and then I go straight to the studio at 5 o'clock. Then I have my pills that I take at 5:45, and then my last meal is at home. Or 6:30, I take my pills. And that's while I'm in the middle of session. So always have everything set for success. So in the back of your mind, the concept of this video is that you have to change your mindset about the things that you're doing. So when you sit there and you complain about something, I would like for you, and I literally am pulling this out of my Tookus hole right now, you literally make a list of all the things it's going to benefit. So like you're sitting there, oh my God, I got a food prep. Make up a list. What is going to come out of you preparing your food? Don't even make a cons list. Just make a pro list. And then stop complaining about what you're doing. Because ultimately, everything, if you're doing the right things to get closer and closer to any goal. Like, let's just say if you have I'm going to open my own business. I have to go to the city to get a business license. I have to go get insurance. I have to go, and all these little tedious things. Do you sit there and complain about all those things? No, you just do them. So ultimately, we gotta not forget what the purpose is of all these things and stop complaining about doing them. We have instant gratification of feeling good, of spending 30 minutes a day doing our hair and makeup, and now we feel pretty and we can walk out of the house. And the instant gratification of having your day is being de-stressed, not wasting money, not thinking of what you're going to eat, having control of what you're going to put in your body so you don't have to worry about eating something that's off or getting a stomach ache or whatnot, or not eating at all. And then what tends to happen, if you don't eat at all, you're starving, and then the first thing that you do is just out of convenience. You stop at a gas station and you eat something garbage because you're starving, because your blood sugar crashed or whatnot. So that's another benefit. So think about that.